You reading that just reminded me.
Look at that. That's actually 3 pages. That doesn't seem right. Can we go back a few to check if we're actually on the right page?
I don't remember where we were.
Do we have to look? I think it was page 38.
Page 38.
Yeah. Being in principles. Oh, we've gone past that.
Yeah.
Still no friend for job. I think we've gone past that too.
You sure? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do not remember this art, so it must be this. This is where we started. Where we should start, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to start reading?
Dear Diary, I have the power to rewind time and I ended up on a rooftop trying to stop my friend from jumping off while trying to prevent the possible destruction of my hometown. I fell asleep at my desk and woke up reaching out to rewind or grab Kate. I remember when my journal entries were about which anime character I wanted to be. My dreams of being a respectable globe-hopping photographer, or what me and Chloe would be doing when we were finally adults. At least we know how that turned out so far. Chloe's determined to get to the bottom of what's going on, so I've been playing What Would Chloe Do? Which means blowing off my Blackwell homework to research everything I can on Kate Marsh, Rachel Amber, and the esteemed Prescotts. It would be too easy peasy if they were all connected, but at this point...
Yeah, what anime character would you want to be?
Obviously Kirito from SAO. Nah, I'm kidding.
You
Probably like Ichigo from Bleach. Pretty cool character.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure who I'd want to be. Maybe, it's probably between, like, Yuji from, Shakugan no Shana, or, trying to think, who else?
Actually, I think I'd like to be Chad instead.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he gets his ass handed every time. His whole point of being just getting his ass handed even though he powers up.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like his character design and his his background and stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool character.
I'm trying to think who else. What anime have I watched? Definitely, I can't even remember his name. The main character in Konosuba.
Oh my god.
I would never want to be him. With his ability to steal panty.
Don't want to be... I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. We all know that guy.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's another anime character I'd want to be.
Don't want to be L from Death Note.
No, not really.
You want to be Light from Death Note?
No.
Who's a likable character? Tomoko from Watamote.
No, man.
Yui from K-On.
No. Trying to think. There is another anime character I can just not think of him right now, which is really annoying.
Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck. No. Probably Gohan from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Though, I wouldn't do what he did.
What about Trunksu?
Nah, I don't really like Trunks. Gohan I like, but they really effed up his character after the Cell saga. Like, I really hated that they did that. Anywho, let's continue.
What about Broly?
Nah. I think the whole town of Arcadia Bay is connected to this crazy shit. I can already see the story on the National Geographic Channel. Mystic, scientific, or apocalyptic. The Arcadia Bay tornado. Shudder. Speaking of fear, I still think about Kate and the sadness in her eyes on that roof. I'm so glad she's alive. I love seeing the students at Blackwell show their support for her with gifts and flowers finally. My homework is seriously piling up. It's hard to focus on tests or essays while my friends suffer nature shits and we track down Rachel Amber. Along with my ability to rewind time and the visions of an apocalyptic storm, how can I think about giving Mr. Jefferson a photo for the contest with all this shit going on? But I should, if only to keep myself grounded. Leave it to Chloe to make me sneak out past curfew and demand I meet her in front of the main building in the dead of night. I knew Chloe would be all over investigating the campus after what happened to Kate here. This just makes Chloe more desperate to find out what happened to Rachel, if anything.
It's funny that even though I think I can just rewind myself out of trouble, I'm in more trouble now than I've ever been before in my life. If this was Twilight Zone story, I'd be getting set up for some serious irony, like I'm going to remind myself out of existence or something. Can I honestly say I'll have this ability for the rest of my life? Are the tornado, the snow, and that eclipse just hallucinations, or are they genuine prophecy? More importantly, is this a curse or a blessing? Chloe is alive and by my side, and that has to be a miracle, which means there must be a way to stop my vision from coming true. Right? So, yes, I broke curfew to hook up with Chloe. She said she had something to show me. Looks like it's time for some serious detective work. Keymaster Chloe! Enter the Blackwell Ninjas! As I stealthily made my way out of the hall, I passed by Kate's store and saw all the nice messages from other students. Too bad most of the Blackwell didn't care when they passed around the video and bullied her to that roof.
Yeah.
Everybody always cares when it's too late. At least Kate will see what people are on her side. Finally, I hope I can visit her when all this blows over. Maybe that's not a good choice of words. Get it?
Damn! That was too close. I was doing so well until I got outside, and of course it was Principal Wells of all people blocking the way, the one person I least wanted to see. I wasn't ninja enough for him, so yeah, he busted me, but I finally got to see that gossip was true for a change. Principal Wells was shit-faced. He didn't even try to hide it. In fact, he was a lot cooler drunk than sober. I can see why he's so confused dealing with Kate's family and the Prescotts and David Madsen. He still acts suspicious and gives me way too much tood, as he would say. Nobody says that seriously, but I can see that he's under a lot of pressure, so much that he's so wasted he can't even use his keys at midnight. Sure, he was in my way, but he was no match for my rewind power. After all, I had to go and meet Chloe, Bad Max. Even though I thought I was in full ninja mode, Chloe still scared the shit out of me, which pissed me off considering what I've been going through. Sometimes she's so damn insensitive to other people's feelings. She wants all my attention for her and finding Rachel, and she gets all butthurt if I don't have the time for her. Obviously, I have time in hand, but I can't stay mad at her for long, and she was so damn excited about having the keys to the main building, and honestly, I was pretty amped up too.
Even more so when we went to the front of the building and I spied on Victoria taking smack about me. Oh shit, talking smack about me. Shocked! And worse, actually trying to blackmail Mr. Jefferson to pick her photo for the Everyday Heroes contest. She is freaking unreal. I gave Mr. Jefferson major respect for telling her to get lost, even though she deserved to be expelled for pulling that crap. This is her priority after what happened with Kate. With Kate? I just don't understand Victoria. No matter how I try. She's already rich, pretty, and a good photographer. Why try so hard and hurt so many to manipulate everything already in your favor? I just hope that's not what I'm doing with my rewind power. Yes, there's something incredibly awesome about breaking into your own school at the witching hour. Although Chloe was technically right, how can we break in with a key? Never mind that. It was a stolen key from the school's head of security. Anyway, the Blackwell ninjas strike again.
I like her little sketch of a ninja down there.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like that art style.
So cool to stalk the halls when it's dark and quiet, even with so many terrible things happening all around us. It felt like Chloe and I were walking towards the center of a great cosmic mystery, something bigger than any of us. But we kinda suck as master spies since we didn't have a key for the principal's office. No worries, with my rewind power at hand, and of course Dr. Warren Graham, he came through with a bitching mini-bomb made of sodium what the fuck ever. I probably learned more putting those ingredients together than the entire semester so far. Sorry, Miss Grant. Warren is the star student here. He tries so hard to help, maybe too much, but what's wrong with that these days? I'm so grateful he's on my team. Talk about being in the Sancto Sanctorum. Oh, okay. Thanks, Latin class. I barely passed. Of Blackwell, I did feel freaking weird about being in the principal's office after midnight, going through his files and laptop with Chloe. She was way too into it. Technically, we could be arrested and thrown in jail. Yikes, I just pretended that we were on a very special episode of The Wizards of Waverly. The Wizards of Waverly.
Man, I watched that fucking series so much. as a child.
Same.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't even remember that much from it.
I just remember the finale, which was fucking weird.
You know, just a couple of wacky Sherlocks investigating a school for a good cause. Yeah, that helped.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. While we didn't find the proof, we found Nathan's file had a weird drawing in it that just said, Rachel in the dark room, over and over. So that's a major clue that Nathan is involved in this somehow. Or he's just insane. But his note also referenced David M, which means that we absolutely have to find a way into David's secret bunker files for a good cause. But Chloe just can't help herself. And she actually wanted to take $5,000 in a cash-marked, handicapped fund. I mean, she does get handicapped in the other timeline, so isn't it due?
Yeah.
It's some cosmic irony kind of thing. 'Cause that's gotta be legit, am I right? I can't think of a faster route to Karma Hell, but it would have paid off Chloe's debt to Frank. Stopped her, but it kind of bothers me that Chloe can be so selfish that I'm not going to let anything happen to her. But I can't just let her do anything she wants. Mad Max? More like Mommy Max.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
I'd like you to be my mommy. I mean, what?
What the fuck?
What? Despite all the usual breaking in and blowing up office hijinks, Chloe decided that we needed more than anything was to take a night swim in the otter's lair. I was so giddy and rebellious that I was like, oh yes, we shall swim! We didn't completely skinny dip, but close enough to get in big trouble no matter what. I don't know why we were so careless after being so careful. Because we're idiots.
I love that Chloe brings out the just don't give a fuck side of me, even if that hasn't always served her well. She deserved a moment of not giving a shit. Me too, just two friends goofing around in the pool. I fear those youthful shenanigans might soon be a thing of our past. God, I'm starting to sound like one of the teachers at Blackwell. Chloe and I had a nice chat about our lives since I left. We talked about dumb boys and girls and why we're their trouble, especially for me. I feel like a groupie when I talk to Chloe about our life experience. She has me so beat. I take pictures, she takes action. Speaking of action, we had to seriously bounce when security showed up. Duh. How quiet could we be in the swimming pool? Plus, after leaving a trail of our Blackwell handiwork, it was so intense and exciting to get past the security guards. They had serious spotlight power, but it wasn't exactly easy to stealth our way past, especially as we had to bail in Chloe's junker. But like I said, intense and exciting, hella like Chloe Price.
Yes! Even though my body smelled like I had been doused in chlorine, it was nice to crash in Chloe's room for the first time in 5 years and wake up next to her like our old sleepovers. For some reason, it reminded me of the time we were going to the TP, one of the neighbors' houses, and we even snuck out but got chicken and ran back home. laughing all the way. I remember waking up the next day and Joyce was making one of her delish breakfasts downstairs and Chloe smiled at me like we were in the most secret club in the world. Or at least Acadia Bay. We were pirates, damn it. After our academic espionage last night, I felt the same way. It's just that now the stakes are much higher and much more dangerous. I even ended in some of the Rachel Amber's clothes since mine were trashed. A band tee and ripped jeans. So not me, but I haven't found my style yet, so why not have some fun experimenting with a new outfit? Speaking of experiences, Chloe dared me to... Oh shit. Chloe dared me to kiss her, so I did! She probably thought I'd wuss out. Why? It wasn't that big a deal. Though it was cute the way she was kind of embarrassed after and said she would tell Warren. Besides, I think Chloe sees Rachel Amber in her future.
When I went down to breakfast, Joyce actually called me Rachel, which just seems so wrong considering how beautiful she is and how boring I am. I guess my new outfit really is working. It's magic. I ended up helping Joyce make breakfast just like when I was a kid on a sleepover. It's odd how quickly you can fall back into an old routine. So I must have set off Joyce's nostalgia mode since she busted out ye old photo album. I'm one of the few people who loves checking out old pictures. What was that Alfred Hitchcock line about film being pieces of time, like Miss Jefferson said, so are photographs? I do think she wanted me to see her new husband in a better light when David was happy or laughing with Joyce in a picture. I wanted to say, and who is that? Plus, I'm sure it's no accident that there was a photo of Rachel wearing the exact same clothes I had on. She truly is stunning and somehow looked more punk rock than Chloe. The truly heartbreaking image was the last photo William Price ever took. Chloe and I making pancakes in the kitchen. Just really misses that joyful, optimistic girl. I know she's still there. When Chloe smiled at me this morning, I saw her. The picture seemed to sum up everything we had as children and lost as adults. Whatever being an adult means.
Right! Which was a perfect cue for Chloe to bounce into the room and start shit with Joyce. This gave me cruel cover so I could sneak into the garage and finally unlock David Madsen's extreme files. So today I finally found out what was in David's secret files, and I admit I expected it to be worse. I'm relieved that it wasn't, so maybe I'm going easier on him than I should. No surprise that he had detailed files on Kate and Rachel listing their whereabouts along with surveillance pics. David isn't off my shit list yet, but he's a damn good investigator. I'll give him that. It's clear that Frank and Rachel had some kind of relationship, and I don't think Chloe is going to be very happy to hear that. She needs to start waking up. We all do. When David came home, things escalated quickly. He looked more upset than usual, but shrugged when he saw me wearing Rachel's clothes. He was so on edge. Maybe I'll never get to see the David that Joyce loves so much. She and Chloe really let him have it, though. This was the first time I saw them bond since we were kids. Suddenly, I couldn't take it anymore either, and I kind of blew up. It was like a torrent that fell. Awesome! I've been wanting to rip into David like that myself for a long time. I figured, worst case scenario, hello rewind power, but I wanted Joyce to know the depth of his weird paranoia. She looked so sad and angry when I told her about the photos of Rachel and Kate. Not to mention the home surveillance. Joyce kicked his ass out of the house. To Chloe's glee.
Despite David's evidence and the bracelet, Chloe refused to believe Rachel was involved with Frank. This is a part of Chloe I don't much like. She gets so damn petulant if she doesn't get her way or if she hears something she doesn't like. Serious denial. I get why, but that doesn't make dealing with it any easier, so I threw my hands up and suggested we check out Frank's RV. I knew that would piss Chloe off and she would do anything to find out what kind of relationship he had with Rachel. But first we had to get the damn keys to the RV, which meant going into the Two Whales diner and bouncing like a rewind pinball between Frank, Nathan Prescott, and Officer Berry and fucking with all of them. I'm still dizzy thinking about that, how I pulled it off. Yay for Max. Sometimes I feel like I'm cheating at life. It does feel like you are.
Whoa, look at that pic.
Jeez, man, whoa. Such a perv.
What? The first thing we had to do was get Frank's scary dog out of the RV. So we did the classic cartoon give a dog a bone routine, and Cujo became Scooby-Doo just like that. Frank's RV was pretty much what I expected a drug dealer trash chic, but it wasn't as serial killer as I feared. We ransacked the place and found what Chloe didn't want us to find. I'm sorry, Chloe. I had to see the pictures of Rachel posing for Frank, even if she did care about him. To her, it's just another betrayal, just another loved one dumping on her. Everybody she ever loved, she lost one way or another. Only I came back from the past. For what? To make Chloe's life more painful. Oh, I just wish I could use my rewind power to go all the way back to the days when we were covered in pancake flour. Life was simple.
October 10th. Dear Diary, let's never do the time warp again. I can't even begin to explain what happened. If I think too hard about the ramifications, my brain might melt. When I try to describe it, it's as if I'm describing something that happened to someone else. Chloe was so upset when we discovered that Rachel had actually been involved with Frank Bowers, and she just blew up. I can never talk to her when she's like this, and I just get so tired of having to walk on eggshells around her emotions. She still blames William for her messed up life, no matter how much she knows she's being unfair. I can't say that I wouldn't be just as messed up, not that I'm not in my own way. In my room, all I could think was, I wish I could go back in time and help Chloe, and suddenly I was looking at the photograph William had taken of us on the day he died, and it started pulsing like it was 3D, but I could see inside the photograph. Then I found myself actually back in the photo to when I was 13 years old. I was back in Chloe's kitchen in the year 2008. Damn.
Come back like 2008. What?
What?
With Chloe and William. Right before he left to pick up Joyce for the last time. Since my powers somehow morphed to this new level of rewind, I decided that there was no way I was going to let William die again. So I played the hide and keys till he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William. I never thought about what could go wrong. I knew I was screwed when I came out of my epic rewind and saw Victoria Chase, but now she was my friend, and I was a member of the Vortex Club. Enough said. I knew I had screwed up, and then I felt sick thinking about what might have changed with Chloe. I had a clue when I saw David Madsen driving the school bus. He sure didn't look so threatening anymore. I didn't want to know how he ended up as the bus driver instead of with Joyce. I felt my heart drop when I rushed to Chloe's house. So when William opened the door, I prepared myself for the worst. That's when Chloe rolled forward in her wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. I don't even know what to say, so I covered my mouth in my typical gesture of shock and stupid. But Chloe's smile was so genuine and beautiful, I almost cried.
I had to adjust to everything without freaking out or telling Chloe that I actually altered time and space to save her father, but get her in a car accident so she can never walk again. The thing is, she was still Chloe, just minus all of the rage. This Chloe was just grateful to be alive and have her family watching over her. Chloe begged me to spend the night, and of course I did. I noticed how run down parts of their home were compared to before. I saw the incredible expensive equipment that Chloe now requires, including her new garage room. Sorry, David. Even though I felt awful and disconnected, Chloe was just so bubbly and excited to hang out with me again, especially since I flaked on her pretty hardcore after her accident. Even in an alternate universe, I'm a shitty friend. Chloe's world was so new and unique to me, especially her strength and kindness and pain. She needed a whole pharmacy to get through the day. I didn't feel sorry for her. I felt in awe with her attitude. This Chloe didn't blame anybody for her condition, even though she had the right. We strolled down the beach and saw the beach whales that proved something bad was happening in both realities.
Damn. And then Chloe asked me to put her to sleep. The accident left her body pretty much broken. Her lungs stopped working properly, and she was basically dying a slow, painful death. She also felt so guilty about her parents' sacrifice and dwindling income. She wasn't erratic or tortured about this request, just practical, which made me feel even more terrible for putting her in this situation. I agreed to help her simply because she explained that she wanted to have a choice for the last time in her life. How could I argue with that? Especially since I knew I screwed up the entire universe by making a simple decision, and I knew I would have to go back eventually and accept the timeline. That actually happened. So Chloe and I had one last movie night watching Blade Runner, falling asleep to the sounds of what the fuck?
Vangelis, I think it is.
Sure. And when I woke up, I put my best friend to sleep forever. After my visit to Chloe's new world, I knew it was time to go back, to go max to the future.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
I had seen the result of my temporal tampering, and I got scared thinking my new power wouldn't even work anymore. That would have been cruel karma. Fortunately, I was able to project myself into the photograph once again, and I undid everything I had done. Goodbye, William again. Hello, David again. Wow, we caught up. It didn't even take that long.
Yeah.
Whoa. What are you thinking about the SMSs?
Where were we?
I don't know.
I think about here, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, about there. I think... Yeah, about here-ish.
Hey man, I suck again. Sorry I got in your face today and took out my bullshit rage on my best friend.
Chloe, I understand you're going through a lot, we all are. Besides, I threw your beanie out the window and busted out my rewind.
Okay, this is your one get out of emoji jail free card. But we need to stock up on cigs, coffee and candy for an all-nighter. We have to get into Rachel and Kate's detective mode.
Excellent, dear Watson. I'll bring my thinking cap.
No worries, I have a beanie. I'll swing by and pick you up.
Sweet, I'll be ready.
XOXO. And that was no emoji, because XOXO doesn't count.
Yep. Juliet. So it's about the 10th we were last getting messages. Oh, the 10th of the 9th.
Okay.
Hey Juliet, are you busy?
No time to be busy. You never text me. What's going on down?
Besides everything, I was just curious if you ever heard of a guy named Frank who lives in an RV around town.
You mean a van down by the river? I heard he's a sketchy meth head. That's about it. Why? Are you doing your own investigation without my help?
No, just bored. Talk soon, thanks.
Okay, but you can't keep secrets from an ace reporter, Juliet Watson. Hello? Her name's Watson, that's cool. Totally forgot.
Hey Justin, you busy?
Max, Wax, I'm busy blazing. What up?
Do you know Frank Bowers?
Drugs.
That's it?
Ask Nathan, he knows him, I think.
Okay, I'm on it. Thanks, Justin.
For what?
Oh, jeez, Justin.
What lad?
Yeah, he is...
Top guy.
Okay,
Oh shit.
About here-ish, I think.
Max, how are you? I hope you can still visit me this week. I have some important things to talk about.
Of course, I'm still coming to visit you. You can't stop me.
I miss you and my bunny.
We all miss you, and your bunny misses you.
Yay! You are such a great friend. Thank you so much.
Can't wait to see you, XO Maxo.
Stop.
The cringe is real. Mom. About here. Sorry, Mum, I'll call you back in a few minutes, swear.
Thanks for letting me gush over our Blackwell hero. I miss your voice. We're very proud to so milk this moment. Let us know if you want to come up for a quick getaway, okay? We love you, Maxine. Maxine, what the heck is going on with the weather up there? Are they doing military tests or something? You're right in the eye of the storm.
Yes, I even killed my plant's Lisa.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Get another.
One plant was stressful enough. Now back to the books. Talk soon. XO Maxo. Oh, papa.
I guess that's a secret XOXO.
Oh, jeez. Warren. Oh, dear.
Did you scroll all the way down with Mum?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just on Warren. Whoa, private numbers.
Hell yeah.
Warren. About here-ish, I think.
Glad to see you didn't blow up Blackwell last night. Almost glad. By the way, the drive-in is actually popular, so I'm buying the ticks now. I'll let you take care of the popcorn. In other words, you can't back out now. Smiley face. Okay, it's officially sold out, but I managed to get us both tickets. Had to fight a dozen bullies. Oh, I remember reading that.
Oh, yeah.
8 fucking minus. I got 8 what? I got a B minus on my chem test. How did this happen?
I don't know, who is this?
Ouch. Warren the Wounded. That B minus, it burns.
I wish I could have helped you, but I thought you were blinded by science.
In this case, yes, my folks, will shit.
Oh, damn.
Warren, you're a nerd.
You can't really judge him for being a nerd.
Yeah, but he's failed at being a nerd, which is even more sad. Whoa.
Thanks, Pops. It's been a whirlwind here. I'm not ready to come home yet. Talk later, Max. XO.
Hey, honey, I just got a weird text warning me that nosy daughter better stop watching others and look out for herself. Is this some kind of school prank? And it's from a blocked number.
Oh, I'm sorry. Some jackass in my class thought that would be funny to send.
It's not. I don't like the strangers having my number, okay?
Me neither. Sorry.
I'm just being a dad. I know this has been a tough week for you.
It's almost over. I'll call you guys later. Love you.
Wow, what a lad.